Okay, everybody, this is Chris with Billet Box Info again. A question came up on the last video I did about the Orbit RBA and its tolerance within a billet box. Um, I'm here in this video to not really take up for the Orbit because, I mean, I don't have any reason to take up for it. I'm just giving my opinions. But an anodized billet box and a Cerakote billet box have different tolerances in the Boro compartment there. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So, an anodized billet box doesn't have a coating on it. It's anodized. It's actually an electric charge. You know, anyway, I'm not going to try to explain what anodizing is, but it's not a layer of paint on the aluminum. It's part of the aluminum. So um, all these Boros, the Orbit slides right in, slides right out. This is anodized. The vape snail slides right in, slides right out. The standard black billet box made Boro, no problem, right? Well, that one's having a little problem because, well, me. Now the Mums Boros, these are another one that I have problems with in the Cerakote. And it's nothing wrong with Mums. I mean, in the anodized billet box, boom, in and out, right? So, another Mums Boro. Slides in, slides right out. The Cubics. Slides right in, slides right out. So, yeah. Now, with the Cerakote, there is a layer of paint on the box. It's an aluminum base with a layer of paint. And depending on the paint, I guess, you know, depends on the, could be, I don't know. I'm not a modder or a painter or, you know, anything. So, I mean, I don't know how thick the paint is, but there's a layer of paint on top of the anodizing here. So, you're going to have a little problem here and there with the cubics. It doesn't slide right out. So if you take your tweezers and you put it down right there, you don't damage anything. You just slightly remove it. It's not seized in there. It's just barely, you know, it's just a little too tight. The Atmazu vape snail, sometimes I have a little problem when it has the plug in it, which this doesn't have the plug. I have a little problem with the Cerakotes. Not a lot. This is a little easier to take out than some of them. But then you got your standard Boro. You get that little bit of juice that was on one of those off there. Your standard Boro slides right in, slides right out. Mums Boros slides in with resistance, and this is not coming out. This takes a little bit more, and this is not an indictment on Mums. That's the way that their Boros were made. So you got to take it out a little bit and then push it on out. Really tight. Oh, this one's, you see, this is tighter than the whatchamacallit. This newer Mums Boro, this was just made not too long ago. It's not as tight as this one from last year, but it's still too tight. In a Cerakote, as you saw in the anodized version, it comes right out. And it's not so bad that it's scratching the paint. I mean, it's just a little bit too much tolerance. And with the Orbit, slides right in. I'm getting caught on the firing pin there, or the positive pin. And it doesn't slide out. Just a little bit of pressure, just like I showed you right there. Just a little bit of pressure and it pops right out. It's not really super tight, but as you can see in an anodized billet box, slides right in, slides right out. So it's not, and I'm not, like I said, I'm not taking up for Mission. But this isn't Mission's fault. This is the fault of Billet Box, really. I mean, now Billet Box doesn't have to adhere to third-party modders. I mean, Billet Box makes a product that works just fine with their own Boros, right? And that's the way they sell them. They don't really care if Mission stuff fits in their stuff. You know, Mission has to adapt to them. Now, these 2021s, this is pretty much all I use, so I've learned to deal with the problem of having to do this. And it's not a problem. It's not scratching my paint. It's not tearing the device up. And, I mean, yeah, it's tight in there, but it's in there. And it just takes a little bit of boom to take out. And, again, like I said, this is because there's a little bit more, it's a little tighter in there because of the extra coat of paint. So anyway, I just wanted to do the real quick video to explain that and show a demonstration of that versus an anodized billet. So anyway, again, I'm not taking up for modders that have, you know, tanks that fit more tightly in a Cerakote billet box, but, you know, it's just the way it is and you have to deal with it. Or, you know, I mean, I haven't tried some of the other devices that have come out since. I've not tried the PRC Boros. I've not tried the Yek Boros. I don't know if they have the same problem as the Mum's Boros, but I don't see it as a problem. It's just a minor inconvenience once every week or so to have to pop that out, and boom, just a minor inconvenience. So, but anyway, all right, I am going to continue to use the Orbit in this device and move on. So anyway, thanks for watching. Again, I appreciate everybody that watches what I put out. That's it. I'm Chris, Billet Box Info. Thanks for watching.